All right, welcome back, superstar traders. Welcome back. And I'm super delighted to have every one of you on this amazing channel. All right, if you're new to this channel, guys, do go subscribe. Now, I would literally not tell you why you should subscribe, but should I? Maybe I'll tell you. One of the reasons why you should subscribe to this YouTube channel is this, right? Amazing and beautiful contents are being put out here, especially the ones that will help you make the most out of the financial market, especially to make you make money from the financial market, okay? And of course, congratulations to everyone that joined me on the live trading session yesterday. I mean, amazing profits that we took. We took about 3 trades, and 2 of them, only one hit our stop loss, and the other 2 went our way and gave us massive profits. Right now, that's if that really interests you, that looks like something that you're super interested with, then do go subscribe, turn on the notification bell, put it at all, so you get notified every single time we jump on the live market session or we drop informative and educative content just like this one. Right, so guys, today I'm going to be talking about USDJPY, and I'm going to be doing a top-down analysis for you, all right, so that you're going to see the direction of USDJPY, what it's going to be doing, and also how you can make massive money from trading USDJPY. Okay, guys, I love to tell stories whenever I make analysis, right? Of course, those of you that already know me, you know that I love to tell stories. By the way, my name is 𝗦𝗛𝗔𝗥𝗘, and I'm the head market analyst for EQ Markets Global, right? And I'm also the head of product research and education, all right? So now, guys, let's go straight to business, right? So that this video would not be too long. So let me go down to the monthly time frame. I'm going to do a top-down analysis, yeah? So on the monthly time frame, this is what I could say, right? So first on USDJPY, remember I made this analysis some time early this year or late last year, right, of USDJPY, and I was telling you guys why USDJPY was going to sell off exactly from here, because I got trapped somewhere around this zone here, right? I got trapped somewhere around this zone for a sell, and I was wondering why. So because I was losing money, I had to do a proper analysis, which is a top-down analysis from the higher time frame, and then I knew for certain where USDJPY was going. And of course, when it got to this point, we recouped or recovered a few of the losses, most of the losses that we made while being stuck somewhere around here. All right, so this is what we call a trend line channel. Yes, a trend line channel. First, how I was able to get this channel was, first I was able to see that prices was respecting this zone here. First had a first touch right around this area and bounced off, and then came back again. So once I was able to establish 2 touches with a diagonal line to get a trend line, yeah, I literally just duplicated this line, right? So let me show you. I literally just duplicated this line, okay, nothing else, nothing more. So I only duplicated this line, all right, taking into cognizance these eyes. That's all. Nothing so special that I did again, right? Rather than duplicating the line. So I got a trend line channel, and of course, you know, if prices were to obey this trend line channel after bouncing off from here, and of course significantly around this zone and back into this lower band of the trend line channel and again to the upper band, of course literally anyone will be expecting that USDJPY is coming all the way down here, right? Beautiful. Now, of course, that is exactly what we would be expecting, that USDJPY is coming all the way to that trend line. But beyond that, let me show you a bit more technicality. So why did it not sell off completely down to this point? Rather, it sold off for only 3 months, right? And then had a bullish retracement for about 6 months, 6 whole months, guys. This USDJPY was having a bullish retracement, or let's say 5 months, because this is literally around 5 months that it had a bullish retracement. But the question now is he willing to sell? Is he ready to sell? Yes, that's the answer. But I'm going to prove it to you that USDJPY is ready to sell even in the coming months, okay? Is ready to sell even in the coming months. Now let's quickly delve into that, right? So you understand what I've shown you here, right? The prices is coming all the way down. Now let's scale down to the weekly time frame, right? So this is where it was, and of course the move back up, retracement, and back down. So the question is, why is this guy retracing from this zone? All right, for those of you that know me, my newfound love for entry strategy right now is imbalance, right? So I always try to find imbalance, which is what some people call the fair value gap, right? So here I noticed that there is a fair value gap, there is an imbalance, right? So I look at that imbalance around that zone. Okay, I look at the imbalance around that zone, and of course, if I'm looking at this imbalance 1, 2, 3 here, then it simply means that my potential area where I'll be looking out for a sell is between the 61.8 to the 79% retracement level, fib retracement level, which is literally around the zone, guys. Literally around the zone. Can you see that this is 61.8 and this is 79, right? Within this area is where most often I like to take my trades, and you can see how nicely prices tapped into this zone and of course is beginning to sell, right? So yes, prices took off. This is the impulsive, and then this is a corrective, and then this is impulsive, this is in corrective, and we're going to be having a continuation in the direction of the impulsive wave, right? So impulsive, corrective, and continuation in the direction of this first wave. So you can see why I simply agree that USDJPY is going to be selling, right? So what are the entry technicalities? Because of course we've missed this particular entry level here, right? If you had seen it, you would have taken it. Like I took it because I saw it on time, but you want to re-enter this market, right? What are the technicalities? What are the things you should see before you can re-enter this market and ride it all the way down? So let me clear this off, right? And then go back to the daily time frame, right? So I'm going to be showing you amazing stuff on the daily time frame. So on the, like I told you, my newfound love, right? My newfound love for entry into the market, right, is the imbalance. So I'm going to be looking for all the imbalances that have been created, because I know for certain that those imbalances, all right, must be filled. Those orders that were not filled properly must be filled, right? So what I'm going to do is simple. I'm going to look for those imbalances. So guys, join me. So this is more or less one sort of imbalance, or rather I'll take these 3, 1, 2, and 3. So like I will do, I'll pick my fib, and of course I'm going to I'm going to find out the exact area that I would be looking out for my entry, considering this imbalance of 1, 2, and 3. Simply means that I'm expecting prices to retrace into the 61.8 to 79% fib level, which is somewhere around this zone here, right? So of course I will be expecting price movement into those zones, right? I'll be expecting first price movement into this zone and back below, right? But then that's not the only imbalance I can find there, right? I can still find more imbalance like here, and as well to this level here, right? This is another imbalance, right? So I'm still going to find the area that I will be expecting my retracement to still come into, right? So this is another area I'll be expecting my retracement to also come into. Can you see that? So I'm expecting retracement into this zone and continuation to the downside. I'm expecting my retracement to come into this zone and continuation to the downside. But you might be thinking that that's all. That's still not all, but this would not be really valid, but it's still an imbalance sort of, right? So this is another one, right? So let's look out for the 79, the 60. Okay, this is it. Yeah, okay, and adjust this to 61.8 level. So yeah, the 61.8 level and the 79 level are very good retracement zones, all right, when you're using your fib. So I literally use it all the time, especially those two zones. So these are the 3 areas that I find retracement coming in before prices is going to sell off. Now, where exactly on these areas I cannot tell you literally, right? But then there are methods with which you can use to know, all right? That is simply maybe employing, for me, I'll simply employ the CCI indicator, right? I'll simply just employ the CCI indicator, and Of course, with the CCI indicator, I will be able to monitor the momentum in the market. For instance, on this daily time frame, there is bullish momentum. It simply means that that bullish momentum could literally break through this zone, right? And perhaps test this particular level, right? So which in whether or not I see prices coming to this zone or this zone, I will not jump into the market for a sell. I would only simply wait for a confirmation, which is what? A bearish momentum to begin to display, right? Except otherwise, or except I see that bearish momentum begin to display, I am not going to enter this market for a sell. So let's assume that prices will break this zone. I'm just assuming, all right? But that's still one of the areas I'm looking at, right? This particular area is still one of the areas that I am looking at, guys. So don't get it wrong, yeah? Okay. Yeah, that area is one of the areas that I am looking at. And of course, this area as well is the second area I'm looking at. And of course, I have this third area as well as the area that I am looking at. All right. So apparently I am looking at prices driving into 140.386 or 141.611 or 142.983. Those are the zones that I'm looking at prices driving into before I'm going to find confirmations to take it all the way down. But like I said, let's assume that this zone will be broken. And then I'm of course looking for prices to come into this zone or this zone before I take my sell, right? So like I said, if prices comes into this zone, guys, I must find confirmation. No confirmation, no entry. So what would I do? I would simply be looking out for a sell opportunity on those zones. And this is how I'm going to be trading this, guys. This is how I'm going to be trading this. Okay, this is how exactly I'm going to be trading this, right? So yes, this is going to be driving all the way down, but my stop loss is going to be really tiny, right? Really tiny, just a little above the that particular area that I have found. Okay, this is what I will be looking at. This is what I'll be looking at. So this is more like 1:11, but I'll show you it's even far more than 1:11 risk to reward, right? And then of course, if this does not play out, then the next I will be expecting will be here, right? The next I will be expecting will be here. Okay. Of course, around this area again, and of course I'll be looking for I'll be having a very tight stop, right? I'll be having a very tight stop around that level. So these are my 2 and 3 levels to sell USDJPY, okay? Around 141.611 or around 142.983. Now let's go back to the weekly time frame and let's see this, right? So just a second, take this off, yeah. So I'm literally expecting prices to at least drive back into this zone here. You can see this area, right? I'm literally expecting prices to drive back into this area. It simply means that I can extend even my take profit to this area, or as well extend this take profit to this area. So in all, for the second entry, I will be expecting 1:15. All right, and for the first entry, I'll be expecting 1:14 risk to reward. That's simply amazing. That's crazy, guys. That's good money, right? It simply means if you are risking, say, $100 on this trade, you're risking $100 on this trade. At worst, you're going to be cashing out $1,400. That's mad, right? That's crazy, right? Yes, guys. So if you're risking $100 on this trade, you are looking at minimum of $1,000 to $1,400 minimum on this same trade. And of course, if you can risk more, let's say you're risking $200 on this trade, you're looking at say $2,400. Now, guys, this is no joke, right? I literally make top-down analysis all the time, and guess what? These analyses always play out as I analyze. Euro USD, I've been saying Euro USD was going to be buying in the last 3 months, but a lot of people were like, no, I said gold was going to be buying, right? But a lot of people said, no, gold wasn't going to be buying. Guys, gold has been super buying. Euro USD has been super buying. right? Don't even forget, by the way, I gave another sentiment on gold on the live market session that we had yesterday. Maybe you should watch the video in the live. All right, go to the live videos that was held and watch that video. It's pretty long, about an hour, but look for the gold analysis that I did there. All right, I dropped another sentiment there. So guys, yes, on the minimum, this is what we're expecting on USDJPY, and we're going to be catching in big on USDJPY as this plays out. So what do? We patiently allow this move and come into our significant entry zones, and then before we are looking at what, taking prices all the way down. Okay, thank you so much for staying tuned with me and to watch this video. I will see you in the next video. Don't forget, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and then do well to follow us on all of our social media handles. You can find the links in the description below. And then, of course, if you're looking for the best broker to trade with, of course, that's our #1 global affiliate broker called Equity, right? So simply go to www.eqmarketsglobal and then sign up an account with Equity. And Equity will give you 30% withdrawable bonus for your first time deposit, and then you can trade with Equity. But don't forget, guys, put USDJPY on your watch list. See you again another time. Bye for now.